Eternity Player's Guide on how to actually get Celestial with Loki. Tip number 1, make sure you're copying the right hero. You should be copying a player for the ultimate that they have, not the hero itself, since you get the ultimate immediately after the copy. If you copy a duelist or a tank, your team will be completely without heals for the duration of the ultimate. So it's best to copy heroes like Luna, Cloak and Dagger, Mantis, or Invisible Woman, considering all 4 of them have invulnerability ults that will allow your team to stay alive during hard team fights. As a bonus tip, make sure you use your clones, then your immortality lamps before copying someone, as they stay on the field even after the copy. Tip number 2, Loki's clone placement and where you're shooting actually matter. Make sure you have at least 2 clones down at all times so you can deal the most healing and damage as possible, while having 1 clone in a high ground or an off angle spot that you can quickly TP to if you're in trouble and need to get out of a situation. Just make sure it still has to have line of sight of your team, or else it'll be getting 0 value and just shooting at a wall. When healing your team, don't shoot directly at them. The actual projectile does no healing or damage to anyone. It's the spell field splash effect that actually does the healing and damage. Tip number 3, abuse the flank power on Loki. This may sound crazy, but Loki is actually one of the most deadly and efficient flanking characters in the game if you know how to play him correctly. You have a perma invis to get behind the enemy team, then once you're in position, sit down 2 clones and insta fire on the supports or whoever you're flanking. You're going to do 90 damage per hit with both clones active, and you'll have your invulnerability lamps to stay alive if you start taking a lot of damage.